Hello, stranger. It's been a minute since we last kicked it. By the way,
Hello lovelies and welcome back to another Nine Lux Nails video. Today I have a client Phil here. She came in for her 3 weeks fill, so I'm just going in and getting started. I did go ahead and prep and remove the old design off camera. Did my prep with my Mia Secret dehydrator and primer, and now I'm going in with my Mia Secret Cover Nude blush. This is the same acrylic that I laid on her foundation previously, and I just love to do my fill-ins with the same acrylic. It just gives me a flawless finish each and every time, and again, I don't see myself changing anytime soon. So I am using a number 12 Kolinsky brush to do my fill in. This is also the brush that is comfortable to me. I have been getting a ton of questions about the brush that I use, and honestly, when I started out I did use like a size 10 and then I went up to a larger brush, but you really just want to get a different size brush and see what is comfortable for you. As you can see, I am left-handed, so I just love how this one feels the most. The size 10 was a little bit too small for my hand, not the brush but just the amount of acrylic it was allowing me to pick up, and then anything larger than a 12 just felt like I was getting way too much acrylic on my brush. So get different acrylic brushes and see what works for you. I know I went on a little rant, but I have been getting tons of questions regarding the brush that I use, and I just wanted to let you guys know that little bit of information. Now back to her fill in. I'm just going in with the same Mia Secret Cover Nude blush and Mia Secret monomer, and I'm just doing a nice fill in and rebalancing anywhere that I see that nail has sunk in or just it does not have the original shape. I'm going to correct that at this time. And she also did on these two fingers have a little bit of lifting, so in the prep process I did go ahead and remove any lifting that I was able to see, because if you don't do this your client will get air or water under the nail, and that what causes a fungus, or some people call it the greenies, and you absolutely don't want that. So if you see any lifting on your clients at any time, it is your job, our job as nail techs, to go ahead and get that removed so that we can continue to keep them on their healthy nail journey, because that really is the goal, to have healthy nails, healthy hands, healthy nail beds. So I'm going in and just again doing a little rebalance on these, because I did remove quite a bit of acrylic, and then I'm going to shape and buff off camera and we'll get started on the design. Now that she is all prepped and ready, I'm going in with a neon yellow. These are all Beetles brand polishes that I will be using. And for this design, she did have an inspo picture, so I'm just going based off the picture and trying to get her as close to that inspiration as she wanted. And she also said I could make a few changes to that inspo picture, so I made sure to do that. So yes, I'm just going in with this neon yellow. It's also a several colored nudes and a brown, and I really loved how these colors played off of each other. I thought this was a really fun set to do. So I'm not going to talk through the entire design. If you have been subscribed to the channel, then you already know all of my tips and tricks, and this is just one of those look and learn type of videos. So if I feel like it's anything that I want to reiterate for you guys, then I will pop in and let you know, but for the time being, I'm just going to allow you to watch this little freestyle. So I did want to remind you all of my number one rule of thumb when it comes to doing designs. Less is absolutely more. You only want to add to the design or the amount of gel polish you're using when absolutely necessary. So invest in a quality gel polish brand. And when I say quality, I don't necessarily mean that it's expensive, but quality as far as you get a very true color payout and pigment. I love Beetles brand only because I can layer colors on top of each other and they do not bleed through. And when I say less is more, you absolutely only have to use a little bit of polish and it spreads so far. So I mean, their bottles are small, but you get a lot of use out of the bottles, if that makes sense. So not quality as in finding the most expensive brand, but just a very good pigmented collection. So use less polish and your designs will look a little bit more luxurious versus having to pile on so much color because you're trying to get to a certain color. So I'm going to let you get back to the design. And again, just notice that I'm only adding polish when I absolutely need to. So on this particular finger, I probably only added polish once and it was able to get this full design done. And I did include the designs on this hand only because they were different. So I wanted to make sure that I did include the footage of these designs as well, because any finger on a set can be inspiration for your next set. Even when you're recreating, you don't have to recreate the full exact set. This was a nail on this design that I just freestyled and added on this set. So whenever you're doing a inspiration picture, you can always take away from things and add to and make it your own. So any finger can be inspiration for your next design. And now to finish off this set, I'm just going to add a little 3D texture. I did not want to add any stones or charms to this set, so we went in and did a little 3D with my extreme diamond gel, and I'm going to polish over that 3D with a little white just to add in more color to this finger, and we will be completely finished with this design. And here is the finished set. I absolutely love how these turned out. These colors play so well together. And if you want to give this set a huge thumbs up, then you already know to follow my socials.